these hexagons are put together with Y seams, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Learn about the Y seam. It's very interesting. You can see the hexagons. I'm choosing a hexagon because it's the easiest shape to work with to demonstrate a Y seam. You may have diamond shapes and all that create a Y seam as well. But Y, of course, because it forms the letter Y. Look, here's a seam and there's the Y. Here's another. It's joining three pieces together that aren't in straight lines. So using a hexagon as an example, I first want to tell you I turn it upside down and I draw a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance across each of these sides. Okay? I just continue to do that. I put all these together as part of the sample for what I'm showing you today. I drew all around these. Let me just show you. I drew around the back of a yellow, a pink, and a blue. Now, when we have these and we're ready to stitch these together, the most important thing for you to know is that the intersection where my lines meet, right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 6 places, those are the only places we're going to sew. Those are our stopping and starting points. So for instance, I'm going to put a dot in the middle of that intersection just so you can see it better on the camera. And I'm also going to put 2 dots on the blue, and I'm going to put 2 dots on the pink because we're going to sew these 3 things together, all right? And first, we're going to put right sides together, of course. And like I said, we're going to move over to the sewing machine, but when I get over there, I'm only going to stitch a line from this black dot to this black dot. If you can do that, you can do a Y seam. So let's go to the sewing machine. Here are my 2 fabrics, my blue and my yellow. And again, I'm going to stitch only between the dots. So watch this. I put the dots on there because it's very important. You have to drop your needle right down on top of the dot. First of all, your stitch length, mine's usually a 2.5. I set mine to 1.5 because the smaller the stitch, the more likely it is that we're going to touch that dot. So before I drop my needle, I'm going to position it under the needle, and with my hand wheel, I am going to lower that needle till it touches. I want to make sure from the front and from the side that my needle is indeed going to go down on that dot. I'm in the right spot right now, so I'm going to drop my presser foot and drop my needle. Now we're only going to stitch to the next dot, but it is important that you do 1 back stitch, so I'm going to go forward and back. And let's sew all the way up to the next dot. Now just like the first dot, we want to end on the second dot. I'm going to look from the side. I go, nope, I got a couple more stitches to go. Let me look again. I'm going to do 1 more stitch and then a back stitch. And let's cut that. All right, so this is our first little join, okay? I'm going to open this up. And now the funny thing, I usually press my seams to the dark side. I'm one of those people. But on this particular project, I want you to press your seam open. All right? It's very important. It's going to help the Y seam overall. So here's the first 2 pieces we joined. Right, that was very simple and easy. But how do we add the third? This is where the Y seam comes in. So let's just say, here's my Y. I want to add the pink one in here. Well, I have drawn some dots on here. I'm going to do right sides together, right? Just like this. Same thing, drop my needle here, finish here. Now before I do this, I want to show you, these 2 have a little bit of an opening at the end, right? We want that. That's what we're supposed to have. All right, so let's lay this out here. And I'm going to take this up here, and once again, see if I can eye that position for my needle to go right down in that dot. Yeah, it looks good. So I'm going to drop it. And now here we go. I'm getting close to the end. Almost there. That looks good, so I'm going to back stitch and cut the thread. So like before, I'm going to open this up, and I want to press these seams open as well, okay? Now I'm going to do this all the way to the join here, and you're going to see how this is starting to come together. All right, so here's my second join. Now look, these last two, these are free at the end. They're totally free. I just need to line them up, just like this. And I'm going to do just the exact same thing. I'm going to drop the needle right on this intersection. And that looks pretty good. And now let's just sew right to the other dot. I'm going to go one more stitch. Now that, folks, is it. I can open this up and I'll press this seam open again on the back, just like I did for you on the others. And then when you flip this over and give this a press, you've got a beautiful Y seam. Look at this. This is great. This is exactly what we want. Now there's some, you can Google this. I've seen people go halfway on their last piece and then stop with the needle down and pivot and adjust their fabric and just continue to do it. You can do that if you want. I tried that. That's not really in my skill set yet, so I haven't done enough of these to be comfortable with that. But you can give that a try, and there's some videos on how to do that. But look, the Y seam is very doable. I keep adding things to this honeycomb grid because it's simple enough that I can do it. If you can sew a straight line between two dots, you have got it. So give the Y seam a try, and happy sewing.